Hi guys, welcome back to another beautiful moment on There Is Still Hope. Well, to my subscribers, thank you guys. I appreciate you all the time. And to anyone who's new, I'm Dalinga, and this is There Is Still Hope, a place where we are encouraged to move on from our past sorrows and live a life that matters. Well, today's topic is something that I have already done. I would like to expand the topic, how to find yourself again. Well, if this is anything that interests you, stick around. I'm going to look at 4 points on how to find yourself again, but this list is not exhausted. There are other ways to find yourself again. Well, but I chose to look only at 4. Stay tuned. In my last video, I have explained that there are many ways that one can lose themselves. I spoke about you can lose yourself in your childhood, or perhaps when you have gone through a certain experience that have really changed you, or perhaps when you are in a relationship and did not work out. In my own words, finding yourself is basically emotional healing. Healing from past experiences that have a negative impact on our lives. Things that have changed the way we interact with other people, the way we look at life in general, or the way we look at ourselves. Things that might have caused us to disconnect from our true self. Perhaps you are that person that have lost yourself at some point and need to find yourself again. The good news is this person is still available to you. And in this video, I'll refer to that person as a she, since I'm a she as well, but it can still be a he. Listen, you just need to recognize that this person has been tampered with, and we need to get her healed in order for her to function the way she was intended to function. After being emotionally healed, we need to understand that this person has been through a lot of pain. This person has gone through a lot of pressure, and sometimes it has gone on for such a long time. Reason why this person will need to learn and unlearn some few things. They might even have picked up some characters and some habits that are not good. So we will need self-development, or rather self-empowerment. Why do we need it? Because we need to get this person to believe in themselves again, to understand their worth again. We need to get this person to understand, or rather to enhance their self-esteem. And in this video, we are going to look at how. Let's look at it after the break. Number 1, you need to create your own life timeline. By this, I mean you need to write down past events that have happened in your life and have affected your life. Whether they have caused pain to you in any way, you have to write them down. And then you also write down the emotions. When you think about these events, what emotions comes to you? Do you get angry? Do you get frustrated? Do you get annoyed? What do you feel? The aim is to get you walk through these events. It takes more than that. But what I'm saying is you need to analyze these events and walk through them for you to find yourself again. Let me give my own personal example. When I was growing up, at some point, I started feeling rejected by those around me. And as a child, I couldn't speak for myself. I couldn't say, no, don't do that, or don't talk to me like that. I actually felt like I had no defender and I had no protector. So as a child, unconsciously, I developed a coping mechanism. And that coping mechanism is to not to feel rejected. So what I did is I put a wall around myself, meaning that it was very difficult for you to get through to me. Before I allow you to get through to me, I need to establish, do I sense some rejection? Or I sense that you want to harm me? If I sense it, I just cut you off. I just do not avail myself. You cannot reach me. Like I put myself in a cocoon and I'm there. So you cannot reach through to me. So as I was growing up, I realized that I created that coping mechanism in my childhood because I couldn't stand up for myself. But today I'm an adult. I can tell you that no, I do not appreciate that. I do understand my right. The way that I was doing things, I cannot continue to do it. I needed to change. But understand that I developed that coping mechanism in my childhood. So it's not going to go away just in a day. I'm still on this journey, but I can guarantee you I'm not where I was. Number 2, distinguish your thoughts from the thoughts of others. Many of us operate on autopilot. Certain beliefs that are handed over to us and we just take it without questioning. Things such as you should be married at this age, you must have a child at this age, you must have been done with school at this age. But the question is, what do you say? What are your beliefs? What is adding value to your life? We practically get handed a road map of how things should work. Perhaps somebody is telling you that, look, you need to do this. What do you think? What do you think is good for you? Do you get to sit down and just ask yourself, is this adding value to my life? Is it good for me? Or do you just say yes to everything? Write them down. What are your beliefs? And what are the thoughts that you got from other people? What do you think is good for you? And what do you think is not good for you? You need to distinguish. Say, for example, you're in an abusive relationship. Some people believe that when they are beaten and mistreated, that is how they are shown love. But the question is, what do you think? Is it destroying your self-esteem? Is it taking away a part of you while you are being beaten and mistreated in such a way? So what do you want? Sometimes these are the things that makes us feel like we are running out of time. And we make rushed decisions, and which comes back to bite us tomorrow. So in this case, you need to relearn and unlearn some things. But in order for you to notice what it is that you need to relearn and to unlearn, you need to write them down. So write down your thoughts, write down your belief, distinguish your thoughts from other people's thoughts and analyze them. Number 3, you need to believe in yourself again. When you believe in yourself, you set milestones and you go after them and you achieve them because you believe in yourself. But when you don't believe in yourself, you always want someone else to affirm you. You wait for somebody else to say, no, go for it, you can do it. But when you believe in yourself, you know that, look, I can do this thing because you have come to believe in yourself. So how do you do it? In my case, I do a lot of affirmation. I affirm myself. You know, when you wake up in the morning, you tell yourself, you are beautiful, you are kind, you are smart, you are able, you are capable, you can do that. You affirm yourself over and over again until it gets to you. The whole thing of believing in yourself, you have to build the inside you. You need to believe in yourself again. You need to tell yourself that you are capable of this. And you don't just say it, you also work towards it. Because when somebody else comes to affirm that, no, you are smart, you don't stand in awe, like, oh, wow, I am. No. You understand that you are smart and you've already gotten to believe it within yourself. It's a confirmation. You go like, thank you. But within yourself, you already know that I know that I am smart. If you don't believe in yourself, who else will believe in you? You need to develop yourself. In many cases, we don't believe in ourselves because perhaps of what we have gone through. Reason why you need to confront these issues so that you can walk through them and get healed from them. Well, you need to do a lot of affirmation. Affirmation literally means that telling yourself what you believe you are. Start believing it. I'm not saying believe in a lie. If you see that it's a weakness to you, go and develop that which you are missing or that you don't have. I want to give an example of myself. In my first semester, we did a presentation and I did bad that presentation. I couldn't talk. I was scared. I was nervous, and when I walked out of there, I told myself that you're going to work on this. You will not embarrass me like that again. I was talking to myself. What I did is I opened up a YouTube channel. I'm on camera and I'm talking confidently. I didn't develop it in one day, but I just knew that next time I have a presentation, I'm not messing up again. So when you believe in yourself, you also have a way of understanding this is my weakness. How do I tackle it? But had I not picked up that I suck at presentation, I would not have walked towards this. So you need to know your weaknesses, you need to know your strength, and just analyze yourself again. Write them down, do a lot of affirmation, and get it right. Number 4, prepare to begin again, to start over again. Don't be afraid to start over again. This time you are not starting from the scratch, you are starting from experience. So do not fear and do not be lured to go back to where you came from if it was not working for you. So in your preparation, you have to start looking at where you were defeated. What did people get away with? What got you in that position of defeat in the first place? Remember, we are the ones who teach people how they should treat us. If you are in a relationship and you are being abused, and you are being beaten, and the person beats you and tomorrow apologize and you forgive them and then they beat you again, they will not stop. Because you have taught them that you can beat me and apologize and it's okay, I'll still forgive you. And they're going to do it over and over again. So those are the things that you need to analyze. This is where I failed, and find a mechanism on how to allow that not to repeat itself again. By this I mean get rid of your bad habits. Habits of I don't care, perhaps abusing alcohol or drugs, whatever it is that you found that you are not doing yourself a favor and rather destroying yourself. What is it? So you need to get rid of those things. How do you do it? By developing a moral contact for yourself, and you stick to it. Write down your habits. What are the habits that you have created that are not building you? How are you going to get rid of them? You are starting on a new page. So you are literally sweeping out every dirt. You are cleaning your house. You are throwing out everything that is not good for you. Anything that is destroying you, you are getting rid of it. And if it's too much for you, see a therapist, see a counselor, see a friend. Get someone to keep you accountable, someone to check up on you if you are doing well in getting rid of these things. That was the message that I had for you today. How to find yourself again. To my subscribers, it's always a pleasure having you back on There Is Still Hope. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you. To anyone who's new and haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and become part of the family. Till next time, I'm Dalenga, and this is, of course, There Is Still Hope. It's a bye-bye from me.